friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to take you antiquing with my husband and I for the first time ever. You guys always ask how we pick out the pieces, and today I'm going to show you kind of how we do that. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen and I love to do all things homemaking, and I'd love it if you would subscribe. And if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay guys, let's go shopping. To be honest, we typically don't get to have date days because I am typically cleaning and taking care of kids this weekend, but our kids were all out for a play date and I hired HomeAglow to clean the house so I could go antiquing. If you aren't familiar with HomeAglow, they are a 5-star house cleaning service with super affordable prices. All you have to do is book online. It's insanely easy, so whether you need the house clean for a special occasion, a party, or just like me, I needed a day off, you can do it right on their app. Even better, it's a fantastic way to support cleaners in your community. 100% of the cleaning fees and tips go directly to your cleaner. So let me tell you exactly how HomeAglow works. To schedule a cleaning, you simply go to HomeAglow's website to choose the day and time you're looking for and the duration of your cleaning. You'll see all available cleaners and schedule as quickly as this week or a calendar date further down the month. I picked 2 cleaners at the rate of 6 hours that carpet, which is something I really didn't want to do. You can browse through photos and reviews. We've already rehired our cleaner 2 more times because she was excellent and they did such a great job. You can sign up for their Forever Clean membership, which saves you $30 an hour on all future cleanings, booked unlimited cleaning starting at $19 an hour. It was easy for me to find a trusted cleaner based on their reviews and experience. It made me feel safe, and they did, again, an extraordinary job. So if you're like me and you want to take cleaning your home off your to-do list this beautiful spring season, check out the QR code on my screen right now and you get your first 3 hours of cleaning for only $19, you guys, which is incredible. Get out of the house, let someone else do the heavy lifting, and enjoy a little bit more of life's simple things. Look at this beautiful home I got to come back to. It is so clean. The house smelled better than it's ever smelled. So if you want to join me and enjoy your weekends again, use the QR code here on the screen or go to homeaglow.com/Lauren and get your first 3 hours of cleaning for only $19. They brought all of the materials they needed to deep clean this house, and boy did they do an excellent job. Thank you to HomeAglow for sponsoring today's video, but also providing me my weekends back. Okay guys, let's go on a little adventure. So while the ladies from HomeAglow were busy cleaning the house, my husband and I set out to go to about 4 different amazing antique shops. I just wanted to show you our commute because it's so beautiful here in Northern California. We live in Napa Valley, but we are actually heading over to the county next to us, which is Sonoma, and we are going to be in Sonoma and Petaluma. Petaluma has great antique stores. I was sad to see that one of my favorite antique stores, the bank, actually closed, but the first stop is Sonoma Country Antiques. This is by far one of my favorites. Let me show you why. So one of the first things I love about Sonoma Country Antiques is you have to see Valerie. She's my girl there, but they get containers of all new stuff all the time. They actually have custom furniture you can get there, but their French antiques, you guys, are some of the most beautiful. I will be linking all of our stores that we love down in the comment section below, or the description box down below, rather. So if you want to visit these, they do have online shops. You can also find them on Instagram as well, where you see all of their up-to-date stuff. I loved this basket. I thought this would look really beautiful next to the front door. We are building a giant bookshelf right now, and so we were actually out looking for pieces to tuck into the bookshelf and just give it some more a vintage feel, more antiques. I also loved these boxes here. I thought they were great. I have enough dough bowls, but I don't have any boxes, so I was thinking about picking those up. One of the other things we actually came here for was they have some really beautiful old lions that I wanted to put as kind of like bookends. I will show those to you at the end of this video. I will hopefully be able to show you everything we picked up, and exactly how we're going to style it will be in another video. I also love these. I don't know if you guys see these in your local antique stores, but I just absolutely love them. I love a good antique cutting board. I don't typically pick them up, but I just find them to be so so beautiful. The other thing I was going to grab was this. This is called a spaghetti bench. I was going to pick that up, but we ended up not doing it because we're going to be changing out our sofas in the front room. So I don't know if they are just going to look too small or if they're actually going to fit. I don't know. Either way, she said she gets lots of them in, so I can always go back and snag another one. But here are a couple other little things I just found to be so charming and beautiful. As we're winding down at this shop, I wanted to show you the little lions that we ended up picking up. Again, I'll show you at the very end of the video everything we purchased. I almost purchased that table that the lion is on for our outdoor dining area right in front of the kitchen area. I also just found so many other great things I'll share in another video. So now we are headed over the hill and through the woods to Petaluma, which is only about, I would say like 40 minutes, 35 minutes from our house. But isn't this turning out to be the most magnificent day? This is the old bank, which was an incredible antique store that closed, which was really unfortunate. I'm going to show you some of my favorites, so come along. Our first stop is Summer Cottage Antiques. You guys, this is one of my favorites. I actually went in here twice because it is so good. They have a little bit of everything. I also love that they have so many different suppliers that supply stuff here. So there's really a little bit of everything for everyone. So we're going to start in this area. I love that they had a bunch of really beautiful vignettes where a lot of times in antique stores, it's kind of just stuff thrown everywhere or strewed. Here, everything was really well organized. I love those cups and this kind of equine, these coasters I thought would look beautiful. You guys know we have that whole equine art area. And then these decanters I thought would be really pretty for soaps. I wouldn't obviously put vodka or something in those, but I thought they'd be really pretty for like soap or something like that. You guys always ask about things like maps and pieces of art. This is where, when you go antiquing, slow down and take a look at every piece of art, even if it's silly, just to make sure it isn't something that you couldn't layer in your bookshelf or layer around the house. I absolutely loved these pieces. I thought they would look great in one of my daughter's rooms. And then over here, I love these little risers. They're antique risers. And then I just found little pieces I was looking for. But if you're looking for larger things, that windmill would be beautiful. And so would some of these really large dough bowls or some of those rakes. I also thought these antique pots were really pretty. Oftentimes I'm trying to go with an era. So right now I really love French country. So rustic things that are pulling a little more farmhouse I am not picking up, but little pieces that I just find to be a little bit more of a French aesthetic. I haven't seen an 8-ball since the 90s, so I thought I would ask it a question and see what it says. One of the other things I was on the hunt for on this trip was to find some baskets and some tablescape items. So I was looking for glasses, plates, large family sets, all that type of stuff. I love to do different vignettes, and I will tell you by the end of this video what I ended up finding. But I also like to look for vessels. So things like larger pots and larger things I can put florals in, eggs in, things from the garden. And I loved all of these blue and whites. In one of the shops we go into later, they had a giant Amari collection that was really beautiful. But I am fully stocked on blue and whites, I think. But I was really looking in here for something to inspire me, like maybe some green plates or yellow, or just a color that I don't typically work with. Because right now I feel like I do a lot of blue and white. So on this trip, I was kind of looking for something to inspire me. I was inspired by these antique terracotta pots. I just thought they'd be very sweet to make some of my smaller plants for the house, make a little vignette with those. I also love that ancient press. The bookends, they had tons of bookends here that I thought were really pretty. They did them out of corbels and other different antiques that I thought were just really unique and different. I have to tell you, out of all of the antique shops in Petaluma, this happens to be my favorite. I know that I always show my mom's what I make my tomato soup in, her little bowls. They ended up having some here, so I just wanted to show you guys. They had a great set of those, and I thought they were so beautiful. I'm pretty sure they're the exact same. The next shop we went into was Yankee Girl. I immediately loved these lobster napkins, but they had some really beautiful curated little sections within this store. They had some great Easter things. Randomly, everything I wanted to buy that was Easter was not for sale. They were like props for the store, but they were so cute. Again, they had a lot of beautiful red and whites. A lot of the periods or eras of the things that I saw in the store were not exactly what I was looking for, but there were some really beautiful things, like that red china was really pretty, and they have some really great little small things that would look great on like a little baker's rack or a bookshelf or something like that. Here is also an example of some artwork that we would typically take a look at if we were buying for our house. You guys will recognize some of these pieces, but just again, while you're out and about, make sure you check the art on the walls. We went for a little walk and had lunch at the most incredible place. You guys have to check it out. I will link it down below. Don't forget to order the leek fritters. They were delicious. We absolutely love this antique store. It is 3 stories tall. I love that table that has little chess games. Right when you're done with dinner, you can go play a game, have a glass of wine. We just love that. There's so many beautiful things in this shop, you guys. I did not have enough time to film everything, but I almost bought this armoire. It is so beautiful. And looking at the hand-painted detail in the interior, I wanted to buy this for our bathroom, but unfortunately it did not fit. I also love this table, and these little things were so cute. I had never seen anything like that before. And then this tapestry they had on the wall. Don't forget to see that piece of art at the right. We would definitely have picked up something like that, but I thought this tapestry would look so pretty, where the big mirror is when you first walk into our house, and then how beautiful is this dresser. Whoever did the painting on this did such a fabulous job. The gentleman who was selling it gave me the information to measure it, so we may be bringing that one home. You'll have to subscribe to see if it comes home with us or not. And hello, we are still shopping. We have a couple more shops to go, but I love this giant table here and so many other things. Again, for these types of stores, I love when they're not completely cluttered. Like Yankee Girl, I love they have all the little things, but it's really cluttered and I get really overwhelmed. We're here, and some of the other shops we've been to on this trip, they were so much more composed, I would say. I also thought this was really fun. When I was little, I had an antique dollhouse that had antique furniture, and I thought this was really fun that they had this on display. It was so beautiful. It is $1,200 for the whole set plus the furniture, which is very steep for today, but the craftsmanship was absolutely beautiful. Some of the other things we found in this antique shop was this little mail area, which I thought was so cute, probably from an old hotel. I just thought it was really interesting. I don't know what I'd put in there, maybe like grains and whatnot in a kitchen. Could be really pretty. And they also had some great larger furniture upstairs, so dressers and sideboards and things like that. We had looked at maybe purchasing one of these tables, but I'm really fond of mine. We did go back and pick up this easel. It's perfect because it's super narrow. The current easel we have is very large. So I hurried my husband over there to make sure we secured that. And then we have been looking for a duck press for many, many years. My husband's father had a duck press, and he has just been looking for one. So we were really excited to see that they had not only a duck press here, but one that was in such excellent condition. So I will show that to you in a minute. I don't know that we would ever actually process a duck through it. It's great for making things like blood sausage and very French cuisine. You can also make really, really great sauces with that. I don't actually like blood sausage, but I'm not going to get in the way of his dreams. So this is the one that we found that was absolutely beautiful. I also love these urns and all these little pieces you can, like the ducks and stuff you could put outside. I just thought they were so pretty. Here is a beautiful vintage map. You guys know we have a great map collection. So if you are looking for one, they have a German map at this store you guys can pick up as well. You can also get them online and then have them reframed. Framing is oftentimes the most expensive part of having a nice art collection. We were also on the lookout for old vintage frames with kind of some not so beautiful artwork that we could take out and replace with other pieces we have been waiting to reframe in an antique frame. So those are other things you could do. You can also go on Etsy. They have great things you can pick out there and then just get a really beautiful old frame, let them know the dimensions, and they can format it for you. I loved these urns. These are so pretty. How beautiful would those have looked at the Victorian as you walk up the stairs? So beautiful. They definitely wouldn't fit in this house, but boy, I just thought they were so pretty. And then over here, they just have a lot of really beautiful small things. I always like those little things. That's kind of why we came here. I wanted to find little things I could put into the new bookshelf because it's almost done. And I have a lot of tiny things, but not that many. This bookshelf is giant. I also love this secretary, you guys. This is like a dream secretary. It reminds me of the one that we had, but I love that it has the top portion where you can put nice keepsakes and whatnot. And that has to be one of the biggest tier trays I've ever seen in my life. It was so funny. We were looking for some tabletop plates and decor, and I found our wedding china. This is Florentine by Wedgwood. We have the hand-painted version, which we also found in a antique store down in Palm Springs, but this is the exact same one, but in gold. That was kind of fun for us to see, especially since we were kind of on a date day, having a little bit of fun. But upstairs they had a bunch of, again, more furniture and some really beautiful small pieces that were great for tabletop. I love all of these topiaries. I wanted to get more of them, but frankly, the prices were so much higher than Home Goods. I thought I could just make my own. I found one of these, still trying to find one of Chewy that I love. And then this table, I also thought was so pretty. It was very aged, so it wasn't something we would be willing to look at, but I still think that the detail was so beautiful. I also found a couple little pieces of artwork here, and then the third story of this particular store was so cluttered. I did not video too much up there because it was extremely overwhelming. I really do like how this store actually has furniture as well. Oftentimes, antique stores don't always have really great furniture, but they had a whole level of just great furniture that you can take a look at. And I really liked they had this green little magazine caddy that I just thought was really pretty and such a wonderful antique. It would look so good at the Victorian. Immediately when we walked upstairs, I loved this it's either very late evening or kind of very early morning, but sun is obviously disappearing on that painting, but I thought it was so beautiful. I also love all of these cabbage. Those are great for deviled eggs. They had some really cute vignettes up here that I feel that they should have brought downstairs. It almost felt like they may have recently moved a bunch of stuff from downstairs upstairs and changed things out, which I totally understand. But they had some really cute pieces up here. Had some really great dishes and whatnot. I'm going to show you along. I also picked up a really beautiful basket from here. I had been looking for one for so long, and then boom, I found it. Since I don't typically film when I go shopping, and I really don't like doing like Target and all these types of hauls, I would say if you are really interested in some of the things that you're seeing here, just pause the video so that you can slowly look through everything. I also felt really bad because there were lots of people out shopping and I would have to wait until certain areas kind of cleared out to be able to film in there. So I didn't film everything. Plus I was trying to have a date day, to be honest. But I really wanted to take you guys along with me because oftentimes you ask where I get things, and we love antiquing. I love antiquing and finding great pieces of art and urns and little pieces to go with the house. So someday I don't leave my kids just a bunch of stuff from Home Goods. I try to find special, meaningful things that become a part of their childhood memories, and potentially came from somebody else's childhood memories. So if you have some antique stores near you, definitely hit them up and take your time finding those little pieces that make your home come together. I also loved they had a bunch of fabrics here to make some pillows out of. They had these wonderful collection of dormers, which I hadn't really seen. I remember when dormers were so hot, and then now they're back, I guess. So if you guys are looking for them, go hit up your antique stores. All right, guys, that is the end of today's video. I will share a decorate with me with everything I purchased in today's little antique shop with me, and I will see you in the next video real soon. We have an outdoor spring decorate with me coming up next. Okay, guys, see you in the next video real soon. Bye.